Hi readers, Chris here. It is a hot and humid day here in New York, but I'm coming at you with another tag video. I feel like I haven't done a tag video in a while, even though I've been tagged in some. I'm going to catch up this month, and I am starting with the cover war tag from my good friends Mary and Joe over at BookBuds. If you're not already subscribed to BookBuds, I will link their channel down below. They have so many awesome videos. They're just so fun. Mary and Joe are always doing these war type videos, and I love this new one because it's all about book covers. When it comes to book covers, there are two things that I love. One is going to be shiny. Yes, ooh, shiny. I love shiny book covers. And two, colors. I love bright, vibrant colors. So I picked a bunch of books from my bookshelf, and I'm going to jump into this cover war. For round one, I have Sarah J Maas and Crescent City versus Cassandra Clare, Chain of Gold. I love both of these covers because they're just beautiful. They're colorful. If you can see this Crescent City one by J Maas, she has absolutely gorgeous covers. It might be hard to see, but there is so much detail in here. We've got Bryce's face, we've got red, we've got birds in here. Her hair has all these like leaves, all this artwork in it. Absolutely beautiful. And then over on Chain of Gold, I love the green background, and I believe that's Cordelia on the cover. I love her long reddish hair and how the red and orange in her hair like really contrasts the pale green background. I love the huge big gold sword she has in her hand. I love the leaves. I love everything about these two covers. So I guess just for the fact that there are more colors in it, I'm going to have to go with Chain of Gold, Cassandra Clare for round one. Next up, my next two picks are going to be this Doctor Who Special Edition collection versus Winter by Marissa Meyer. This is the fourth and final book in the Lunar Chronicle series. Obviously, these covers could not be more different. We've got the Doctor Who, which is basically a TARDIS on the cover. It's very blue and silver, very, very, very shiny. And then we have Winter, which is also a little bit shiny, but it is this bright, gorgeous purple color. I love the white wolf against the very vivid purple and all the silver accents. I love both of these covers so much. I don't know how I could possibly pick between the two. Purple or shiny, purple or shiny. Oh, this is tough. I guess I'm going to have to go with purple, even though that really hurts me because I love this shiny book, but Winter it is. Next up, another two books that couldn't be more different. First up, I have The Marvels by Brian Selznick. Now, I have never actually read this book. This is by the same author that did Hugo Cabret, which I really love that book. I love the artwork and the storytelling in it. And I love this cover that's like a solid blue with all gold embellishments. We've got boats, we've got sea creatures, we've got some sort of a seagull. We've got all sorts of awesome artwork on this cover, and it's literally just blue and gold. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. And then on the other side here, I've got Sacre Bleu by Christopher Moore. Now, technically, I am missing like the actual cover, like the dust jacket of this book, but that's okay because look at this gorgeous cover. Look at this gorgeous cover. This cover, like I could see this hanging in someone's house. This is a piece of art. This cover is a piece of art. Again, we've got a blue background, but we've got the Eiffel Tower, a gentleman wearing a bowler hat, and then we have this huge like art palette here. Obviously, we've got Our Lady with her blue hair. She looks like she's melting into the palette. If you know anything about this story, Sacre Bleu, it's all about like this special shade of blue. And this woman is supposed to represent this like super awesome special shade of blue. So absolutely gorgeous. So again, I'm stuck with super shiny or super colorful. And again, I guess I think I'm gonna have to go with super colorful. I mean, this cover is a work of art. I cannot not pick it. So this one's gonna move on to round two. Next up, I have another super shiny book, which is going to be King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. Obviously, this cover is solid gold, super shiny, solid gold. Absolutely love it. We've got like a crest on the front. We've got eagles. There's so much detail in the gold on this cover. We've got flowers up in the corner. We've got cities and ships along the bottom. Solid gold, but yet still so much detail here. And then on the other side, I've got a book that I'm probably not going to be able to pronounce, but it is The Once and Future Nutcracker by Gregory Maguire. I know this book has like a German name to it, but I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I don't want to come off looking like a complete moron. But the reason that I picked this cover, and yes, it's not shiny and it's a little like plain compared to some of the other ones, but I love that we have these trees here and we have these animals, and in the middle you see there's a walnut because it's Nutcracker, walnut, get it? But if you take the dust jacket off, dun dun da da, you will see that on the inside cover we have an actual nutcracker with the nut in his mouth. So this cover actually has a big hole in the middle, and I think that is super cool. A lot of Gregory Maguire's hardcover books have similar cutouts on them. This is just the one that was easiest to grab off my shelf, but I think that's really cool. So I have to consider a cool cutout on a cover versus super shiny gold. Again, a hard decision, but I think for this round, I'm going to do super shiny gold and King of Scars wins. Next up, another two books with fun covers. The first is going to be The Diabolic by S.J. Kincaid. And yes, this cover is a little simple, but I think it is so cool and absolutely beautiful. We basically have a solid white background and a huge monarch butterfly on the cover. But like only the top of the butterfly is actually monarch. The lower half of it is basically metal. So it's like a half metal butterfly, and I think that is just the coolest thing. So it's got a bright, vivid top and a metal bottom, colors and shiny. I mean, that's pretty much the perfect combination. So I don't know what could possibly beat it, except for this special edition of Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. Now, this book is the absolute prettiest shade of pink that I have ever seen in my entire life. Like, it looks like a flower. I don't even know what's on this cover. It just looks like, I don't know, some embellishments and kind of looks like space. But this pink color is absolutely gorgeous. I don't have any other book that is this color. So I have to judge this beautiful pink against metal butterfly. And so hard. I'm going to have to go with the pink because, like I said, it's unique. I don't have any other cover that is this color. Next up, I have a shiny cover in Incarceron by Catherine Fisher. Again, I love this book because it's got like an iridescent cover. Super shiny. I love the dark background that you can barely see, and then it has this like holographic key on it that shines different colors in different lights. I love the shiny holographic effect that it has. Holographic, am I saying that right? I love the effect that this book has. I think it's so cool. Up against that one is going to be a super colorful cover in Ink Death. We've got, again, a purple book. As you can see, I love purple. Little theme going on there. We have this super cool skull in the middle. It's got all these plants and animals all around it. The plants look like eyes in the skull. So cool. I really didn't like this book, but I absolutely love this cover. Love the cover. So again, shiny, iridescent, or purple. I'm going to have to go with purple. I'm going to have to go with Ink Death by Cornelia Funk. Next up, I have a shiny cover in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. This is the screenplay from the first movie. And again, this is another book similar to one I already had, which we have like a solid navy blue background and then all this gold embellishment. And not only is the gold super shiny, but if you look really closely, you'll see that there's creatures hidden in there. So we have a niffler, We've got some little guys on the side. We've got our Akamis down in the corner. I don't quite know all of them. I think that's Swooping Death up in the corner. I love critters. I love animals. And I love that there are so many animals hidden in the gold shiny foil of this cover. Now, against that, I have an absolutely gorgeous cover in Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen. I mean, oh my God, have you ever seen a book with such a beautiful cover? This green, this like teal aquamarine is again such a unique color. I don't have any other book that has a cover like this. And the fact that the title is in gold, the fact that our character, it has dark skin and gold embellishments, that contrasted with this beautiful bright teal green is just absolutely stunning. So this is going to be a hard decision because we have two of my favorite things here, Nifflers and the ocean. Which do I like better, Nifflers or the ocean? I mean, I kind of have to go with Nifflers, but this one's so pretty. I have to go with the Niffler. I have to. But man, this book is absolutely stunning. That's going to bring me to two of my absolute favorite books in my collection. The first up is going to be World of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. And yes, technically this cover is neither shiny nor colorful, but this is one of those books that like, it just feels, it's got some heft to it. Obviously, this book is freaking huge. If you have it, you know what I'm talking about. It's absolutely beautifully illustrated. The whole book is just gorgeous. And I love that the cover almost looks like fake, like leather. Like, it looks like this book was bound in leather. And I think that is super cool. And of course, we have the Targaryen crest on the cover. The dragon has 3 heads. When I look at this book, it makes me happy because it's just gorgeous. So what could possibly compete with this? I'll tell you what could possibly compete with that, and that is going to be the cover of the first illustrated Harry Potter edition book. Again, one of my favorite books in my collection. I just absolutely love the cover of this book. Yes, we have the big gold lettering, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, but again, the artwork on here is just stunning. So we have our train, the Hogwarts Express. There's Harry with his luggage down in the corner. We have all the kids. There's Hedwig. It looks like, nope, that's not Scabbers, but we have a little kitty cat here. There's all these people getting on the train, going to Hogwarts. I wish I was there getting on the train with them. Obviously, this is stunning, absolutely gorgeous. And I have to say, if it's between Harry Potter and A Song of Ice and Fire, I am going to have to pick Harry Potter because, I mean, how can I not? That's it for round 1. Now we're on to round 2. Let's see how quickly I can get through these. First up for round 2, it's going to be Ink Death again versus Fantastic Beasts. So Purple Skull versus Hidden Niffler in Gold. Again, really hard decision. 2 of my favorite things, purple and animals, and I have to go with Niffler. Niffler always wins, so Niffler's moving on to the next round. Next up, I have King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo versus Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. So now we're back to gold shiny versus very, very, very pale pink. And ooh, this one's really tough. Again, the whole shiny versus colorful is really, really hard for me. But I have to make a decision, so I'm going to go King of Scars, shiny wins over colorful. Next up, this one's going to be really difficult. I'm bringing back the beautiful artwork that is Sacré Bleu by Christopher Moore versus Winter by Marissa Meyer. Oh man, this is tough. Winter, again, it's purple and silver. It's gorgeous. Sacré Bleu, it's a work of art. It looks like a masterpiece. I just have to go what I personally love best, and I personally love this shade of purple more than anything else in the entire world, so Winter's going to move on to the next round. Finally, that leaves me with the last two books in this round, which is going to be Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare, beautiful green book with fiery red and orange hair, versus the first illustrated edition, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I mean, again, I love both of these covers, but there's no competition here. It's going to be Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I really hope it doesn't come down to two Harry Potter books, but we'll see what happens. So that was it for round 2, I think it was. So now we're on to round 3. First up for round 3 is going to be King of Scars versus Winter. Here we are again. Gold shiny versus purple and silver. I'm just going to have to make a snap judgment here, and I'm going to have to go with purple. The purple and silver of Winter. This is probably one of the prettiest covers I ever seen, and it's a personal favorite of mine, so this one's moving on. That brings me to the last two books in this round, which is going to be Harry Potter versus Harry Potter. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them versus Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Again, I do love the Nifflers and all the creatures hidden in Fantastic Beasts, but I mean, I cannot have that win against the absolute gorgeousness of this cover, the gorgeousness of Jim Kay's artwork. So Harry Potter is going to move on to the finals. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone going to move on to the finals. So that means in my book cover war, we've gotten all the way down to the finals, which is going to be Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the illustrated edition, versus Winter by Marissa Meyer. I'm surprised that Winter got all the way to the end. I mean, I am, but I'm not, because, I mean, you've got that shiny silver on it and this vivid purple that I absolutely love. So both of these covers are definitely two of my favorites in my collection, especially looking through all these other ones. Like, I have so many that I love, but my eyes are just consistently drawn to this vivid purple and consistently drawn to Jim Kay's artwork on the cover of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Okay, there can only be one winner, so do I go with what I personally am drawn towards, or do I go with what I know is absolutely stunning artwork? I mean, if I saw both these books in the bookstore, I would definitely buy both of them. I mean, I have bought both of them, obviously. That was a dumb thing to say. But anyway, if I saw these two sitting, what would I be drawn to more? I have to say, I think it's going to be Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So there you have it. I am claiming Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the illustrated edition, as the winner of my cover war. That brings me to the end of this tag, which means that I'm going to have to tag some people to play along. I don't think I've seen too many people do this one yet, so if you already have, don't feel that you have to do it again, but I'm just going to rattle off a couple fellow booktubers, David's Book Reviews, Steve Talks Books and Stuff, Pax Panic, Jeremy Fee. I'm sure there's more, but I'm blanking on names because, you know, so much pressure to come up with them on the fly. Meeper says, if you're watching this video, she wants you to do this tag as well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please subscribe to my channel for more bookish videos coming your way soon. All right, everyone, happy reading. You say bye, Meeps?